as I said, Holy Spirit has been guiding me lately to surrender in every moment. And I don't know if you guys realize how many moments there are in a day. And I definitely have resistance to this. Now, the funny thing is that the resistance is not hard to bear. Hi, Jasmine. Good night. You want to give me a kiss?
It's raining.
It's pouring down rain. It's pouring. Cats and dogs. I love you. Okay?
It's raining Jamie and Oreo?
I'll see you, my love. Good night. Sleep well. Okay, the resistance is not hard to bear. And what I mean by that is I have experienced resistance before that was at an emotional level that was difficult to rest through, hard to bear. Right now, the resistance I'm experiencing isn't hard to bear. It's not emotional, I guess is why it's not hard to bear, but it is definitely there. It's like when I go to have the thought of surrendering in the moment, there's just a voice in my mind, which we all call ego, but there's a voice in my mind that just says, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to. And what I'm noticing is that it's at least strong enough that sometimes I surrender in the moment and sometimes I don't. That's the bottom line. But what I'm noticing is that when it says, no, I don't want to, what I'm noticing is how I'm looking at it. I know that there was a time when I would have felt guilty, or I would have judged myself for having that resistance in the mind. And now I am entirely patient with it. I'm entirely patient with it. And in fact, every time the voice says, no, I don't want to, and it seems strong enough to get me to not surrender, which it does, what I also do is I say, okay, but I give my willingness. I give my willingness for this to be easier. And I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy. I think that being with resistance in this way, it feels to me like this is very healthy. That's what I'm going to say. It feels to me like this is very healthy. To not resist the resistance. To allow the resistance with patience, knowing that the resistance cannot last because it is not my true desire, knowing that it's temporary, taking it lightly. It just feels very, very healthy, and I'm very happy about it. And this is what this last paragraph seems to be recommending, that this be our attitude towards our resistance, this light, patient, I know I'm going to outlast you resistance attitude. I can wait longer than you're going to last. and I know that you will fade away. So let me just read this paragraph again. Holy Spirit says, in answer to your question regarding resistance, the answer is the same. Notice when mind-watching and forgiveness seem tiring. Realize that is resistance. Acknowledge your resistance and do not struggle against it. Rest, trust, and be grateful that this is all you are asked to do. So again, if we don't struggle against our resistance, we don't judge ourselves for the resistance, if we're just patient with the resistance, it'll fade because it's not our truth. So that's the end of that particular message.